Google will be laying off about 12,000 employees or workers. Can you tell us more about this?
So they've just announced the job cuts. Now this was not kind of unexpected because there had been talks that Google was asking employees to tighten up their belts. They had also reworked their performance rating system. And today Sundar Pichai announced in a blog post that they will be sacking around 6% of their workforce. This is in line with the trend that we're seeing with the whole tech industry. Microsoft has already announced that it's cutting around 10,000 jobs. Meta announced last year it was sacking 11,000 people. Twitter, of course, sacked half of its workforce and still continues to sack people. Even other tech companies like Intel, HP, and even those in India have been laying off people.
Why do tech companies continue to fire their workers?
So tech was, of course, seen as a very lucrative sector to work in. You had all the perks, the salaries were definitely increasing, but something has changed over the past last half of 2022, and it's continuing into 2023, and that's the overall economic condition. And that's what Sundar Pichai has also mentioned in his blog post talking about the layoffs. Even Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella talked about how certain geographies and countries and industries are in fact in recession, and the world is kind of preparing for recession, and that's why these job cuts are taking place. Keep in mind that most of these companies had actually seen an acceleration for digital adoption during the pandemic, and even Pichai has referenced this. He says that they hired for a reality where the digital acceleration and adoption would continue to grow, but that hasn't happened. Instead, it's a different economic scenario right now, and that they must be realistic, and that's why these job cuts are taking place.